The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready, yellow, 22.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Texans at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have it.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Ready. Black. 95. On your team. White. 97. Let's go. Go set.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
43 rail. Ready. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 50. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go, set, left, 95. Here we go, ready, go.
2nd and 1. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, Timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys come. Full steam ahead at you.
Let's go. Black 40. Drill green. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now, as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to... Fumble down here in the red zone. At least they'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
So they got the...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hale. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's a give up the middle.
Taken down at the 42.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious.
Let's go. 50, green. Hey, go Fury.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. That's caught. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll take it at the 42. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, not good at all. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Steps away. On the move past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for Houston, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6.
today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready. 10 black.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Gotta do better.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hearns. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Look, 32.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the
the 11-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
Set hunt, 50, green.
Check 91, 91.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Past the 20.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Houston set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember.
And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Wait a second, they declined? There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Texans at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to throw now on first down. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So
Ready. 52 blue. Right, 54. Watch the curl.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get...
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked up wide receivers who have a...
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 40.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
54. Watch 54.
43 rail.
Show.
Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and
I
he's
am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On the set.
Hey, 4 down.
Cut.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hale. Touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game.
Let's go now. Black 40. Set cut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Go set. Red 38. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black Ultra. Set. Cut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
And that flag accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players. And coaches on that side. Time adjustment.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. Right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Ready, yellow, 22. Stripe, check, stripe. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
22 needle. Fast set, cut.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither. now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Shot, 17. Smash, smash.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go, here we go. RAC 38.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Second and 6. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ultra, ultra.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Down, 45, white.
Line 54.
Spike 60.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Set. Blue 32.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, check mega.
Babies cry all the way back home.
Set cut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Ready. Black 95.
They can't hang with us.
Ready. Go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this one is right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So on now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
53. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
52 blaster. Set, go.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught right side of turns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to throw. Hearns brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Let's go, D. 91 is the mic. You're not ready.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We want it. Come to my world.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tennessee, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.